and I cannot wait to join one of them. So quickly, when I got a chance, I joined one of them.
As founder and head of the MUN club, that's one thing that I'm really excited that I can share my passion of debate, skills, knowing about the political world.
You're trying to teach the students a global way of looking at the world, right?
Exactly.
Bringing all the countries of the world together on agendas which are very, very important for everyone.
There were some technical issues, and I spilled coffee all over the keyboard.
All right.
So being confident is pushing me and is setting me apart from the crowd. Like I've seen it firsthand.
My actual goal is to become a dental surgeon about farming that would help farmers in agriculture and soil observation.
Namaste and a very warm welcome to Women of Wonder podcast by Reema Mahajan. This is our initiative to bring to you stories of empowered and ambitious people so that we can all take inspiration from them. Today we are going to deep dive into the world of education. Now, education, as we all know, is beyond textbooks these days. We meet two students from GIIS school today where we learn more about how the innovation and the new age education is taking shape. The students are Advika Chaudhary and Avitesh, and they are going to share more about the inside stories of the school. At GIIS, claim to have a dynamic blend of academic excellence and hands-on learning throughout the CBSE curriculum, along with the pro-ed clubs, student engagement plans, and career guidance initiatives. Whether you are passionate about science, technology, arts, leadership, or anything else, this is a school where there's something for everyone. But we can't believe it. We have to listen to it. So let's deep dive into the podcast now. Hello, Advika. Hi, Avitesh. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much for having us.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to the conversation today because I want to see GIIS school from your lens, right? Let's start by getting to know you. So can you tell me a little bit more about yourselves, which grade you are in, and any secrets that you want to tell us?
For sure. Okay, so I'm Advika Chaudhary. I just got into grade 12, my final year of school.
Yoo-hoo!
And a fact about me is I have been a GIIS student all my life. So I started off in kindergarten at GIIS Singapore, stayed there for 9 years, and my grade 9 to 12, I've been completing in GIIS Dubai. So you can say that I'm a full GIIS kid.
All right,
Hello.
and Avitesh?
I'm Avitesh Niralia. I joined, I think so, last year. I'm now in 9th and one step closer. And I think so it's been only half a year since I joined GIS, but I love it.
Right.
Yes. My hobbies, I think so nothing else. I'm good at everything, I guess.
Ah!
Football, basketball, badminton. I'm the one and only Avitesh.
All right. Very interesting. Looking forward to the very international Advika and very one and only Avitesh that we have on the show here. Let's start with the curriculum. So tell me a little bit more about the curriculum at GIIS and what do you enjoy about it?
Okay, so we are a CBSE-based school. So our curriculum follows the CBSE standards. And one thing they're trying to set apart from being just a CBSE school where we follow the books, that we do so many extra activities and projects that make learning so much more fun.
Okay. And Avitesh, do you want to add something to here?
We have, as you said, we have extracurricular activities, clubs, and many more things that makes the school stand out.
Right. So we'll talk about extracurricular activities and clubs in the next section, but I want to know more about teaching. You know, how do the teachers prepare you for the lessons? How do the exams happen in the school? Is there anything fun about it, or is it all about ratta maro and exams though?
So it's exams. So honestly, giving exams, in my opinion, is quite fun because whatever you're studying finally gets paid off because I've been studying for 12 hours every day.
Right.
It's coming up on my paper and like my marks are good as well. Okay. And the teachers at GIIS give me like such detailed support. Like if I have a question, I can go up to them at any day, any point of time, and they'll answer it for me. Regardless if I'm asking the same question 1,000 times, they will answer my question 1,000 times as well. So having that personalized and detailed attention on me and my subjects makes it so much easier for me to learn and study and of course achieve my marks and my goals.
Wonderful. And Avitesh, can you describe your learning experience in 3 words? How would you summarize it?
My learning experience. Okay, I'll say it's unique, it's exciting, and of course it's amazing.
Wonderful. All right. And what do you find unique, exciting, and amazing?
It's when I first joined, I got to know that there were clubs, and I cannot wait to join one of them. So quickly, when I got a chance, I joined one of them. That makes it really unique, and the activities are way more different than my old school.
So tell me more about these clubs. Which clubs are you a part of?
I'm the part of the robotic club.
Okay.
Okay, I also code, and I also make AI robots.
Right. That's the world of AI and robotics coming
Yes,
in,
the
right?
future.
So are you taking classes outside of school or just in school?
Just in school, because it's a lot to study, and the teachers are really helpful.
Okay.
One of my sir, he always helps me outside school and inside school.
Wonderful. And what about you, Advika?
So
what are you up to?
in clubs wise, I am the founder of the MUN club.
Okay.
Currently the secretary general of our school MUN as well. And one thing is that we're teaching the skills of model United Nation at such a young age, from like students from grade 3, 4, 5 get introduced to model UN, and they enhance their debate skills, their social skills, and there's so many skills there when you go for a UN conference, right? So as a founder and head of the MUN club, that's one thing that I'm really excited that I can share my passion of debate skills, knowing about the political world to my young juniors as well, because we just recently launched our GIIS MUN Junior,
Okay.
where as Secretary General, we introduced MUN for grades 5 to grade 8. So all students were so excited. They were asking us questions. They're like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And just them being interested in learning more about just MUN, was a big tick mark for me. That's saying, as a Secretary General, I've achieved this.
Wonderful. So let's take a step back. What is exactly is MUN and what is your goal by launching that program?
So MUN stands for Model United Nations. So as we all know, what's a United Nations? So it's like a simulation of that, but for the youth group.
Okay.
So we at Model United Nations represent different committees. Like let's take WHO, for instance. So I would be a part of the WHO committee, and then I'll represent a country. And as a representation, I'll be known as a delegate. So let's say I'm delegate of India. I represent my country on a particular agenda. Let's say COVID-19 vaccinations. So what would be my country's take, like India's take, on COVID-19 under the WHO umbrella? So that's what basically MUN is. You have different committees. WHO was just like an example. So we go into different United Nations committees like Security Council, General Assembly, and we get to be a part of this simulation.
Right. So is it fair to say that you're trying to teach the students a global way of looking at the world, right?
Exactly.
Bringing all the countries of the world together on agendas which are very, very important for everyone.
Yes, it helps increase one's general knowledge as well.
Right.
So being a part of an MUN helps you take off all types of extracurriculars or like additional information you want to learn about the world.
Wonderful. Okay, coming back to you, Avitesh. You mentioned robotics and AI, right? So what are you learning? What are you coding in there?
So I have been coding like Python, the most simplest of them all.
Okay.
And I code not like actual robots. I did on the student summit in GIS, but right now I'm coding an AI robot that will only operate in a computer or software. It's been great. There were some technical issues, and I spilled coffee all over the keyboard, but it's no worries.
Right. Okay.
And I love when my friends like help me in it, and I think so. This is the future, robots, AI, all that.
So you both are very senior students at GIIS, right? And do you ever also mentor youngsters as a part of you being seniors in the school? Does that happen?
Yes, so actually I'm a part of the student council.
Okay.
So one initiative at launch is talking and telling stories to our juniors, so from kindergarten till the second grade. So that was one way that I wanted to go and explore the little kids, because the little kids do not know who are the seniors. So going down, telling them simple stories like the Goldilocks story, teaching them things, kind of made a bond for the senior and junior bond. So that's how I would say was like that.
All right. And what about you, Avitesh?
I'm not one of them yet, but I hope to become in 9th or 10th.
Just manifest it and say, I'm going to become
Yes, so as she goes around telling kids that I'm going to say to them that I am going to become. So you should start praising me.
That's the positive spirit we need. If you manifest it, it's going to come true, right?
Thank you.
Okay. So, Advika, you formed a new club, MUN, at the school, right? Talk to me through the process. Is it easy to launch a brand new club?
So approaching the teachers is really easy. So yes, it is easy to give an idea, but then there's a process of getting it approved and getting your superiors and supervisors to approve the idea. So it's not hard, but it's not easy as well, because you're teaching something new to like a whole batch of kids, right? So in order for it to be professional, formal, educative, it has to be there has to be a lot of formal checks, which is acceptable because you're launching something very new. So the process at GIIS is that first of all, we get an idea and we go tell it to our teacher. So our teacher, who is the head over there, the MUN coordinator, we go to her. I'm like, ma'am, can we do please have this club? It'll be really helpful. Because right before that, we just went to a few inter-school MUNs, and looking at the reach at how it helped so many of us launch creative ideas and helps us in our holistic learning. My mom was like, yes, it's a good idea. Give me a pitch. So in the past 24 hours, I made a quick pitch. I made a PPT saying that what's the benefit, what is an MUN, what are the benefits, what will you gain? And after making that pitch, I went to my supervisors. The supervisors is like, yes, it's a good idea. And for the final approval, we go to the principal. And the principal was like mind blown. She's like, wow, this is a really good idea for the school. And starting it at a young age is a big benefit for students in our school, so that when they go for and represent our school internationally, nationally, they have an idea what MUN is. So the process is very nice. You have to go through each level to get an approval. But at the end of the day, it's our students that benefit from this club as well.
Wonderful. Well, that's a great new initiative you've taken in the school, and kudos to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Avitesh, in your roles as a senior in a school, what have you learned about leadership and teamwork so far?
I've had many instances. Whenever a teacher leaves the room, I would be like, who's the boss here? Because those students will like run everywhere. So I have to tell them. So leadership is not about just giving orders. It should have like a trust in them. So they are kids. They are also still human. You can just scream at them and tell them to like scold them. And it's not right. So I used to have a personal bond with all the kids. And so they used to call me Avi Bhaiya.
Which class are we talking about?
5th standard.
So you're bossing the 5th standards.
It's really fun. And teamwork is important at least everywhere. In any sports or in any competition game, you need teamwork. Simple one. Because I was a really person who's think I am the only one. I used to just run away towards the goal just to kick the ball, but it never worked out.
You can't win a football match alone.
Yes, there were like 5 people standing and they were ready to like throw me away. So one time my friend actually like just held me and said, just pass and let it play. I did. And from that day on, I went on scoring many goals for my team. So teamwork is also built on trust. You can't be a leader just about giving, just scolding, and teamwork is not about just being with people. You have to have trust and a bond with them, with each other.
Wonderful. That's very nicely summarized indeed. And I think one of the most fundamentals of a good, successful career in general, not only what you... So, talking about the bond, Advika, you have a bond with GIIS from Singapore to Dubai. Yeah. Talk to me about this global journey that you've had with the schools. How are the campuses different and how are they alike?
So differences, because I came from the original campus, the GIIS East Coast campus. So that was a more outdoor school because this weather changes. So Singapore is way different than the Dubai weather. So we had a more outdoor campus here. Dubai has been a more futuristic campus as well. The facilities are there. It's like top-notch facilities. And when I initially came to GIIS Dubai, we had the campus tour. So that we were going around and we were like, yes, it's a very, very nice campus. And one of our main ideas was that I wanted to continue with the GIIS label. That's why I wanted to stick to GIIS Dubai itself from GIIS Singapore, because I've given 9 years to one school. I want to continue my CV as being a part of that school from kindergarten to grade 12. So the transition was seamlessly easy because I've been in the CBSE curriculum. So even swapping from curriculum to curriculum in the same CBSE curriculum was easy. We go side by side, so our portions are also side by side. So the swap from Singapore to Dubai was extremely easy for me. And yeah, that's mostly it.
Wonderful. So it seems like a very seamless global transition, isn't it? Advika, you are in class 12th, right?
Yes, I am.
Very, very critical juncture of your career. Have you thought about where you want, what does the future look like? What do you want to do?
So yes, that's a question I've been receiving a lot now because you're in 12th, what you're doing. So my initial aim is to major in economics. I'm aiming for the London School of Economics. So it's a lot of pressure, but I think this pressure is necessary for me to achieve my goal, right? So school-wise, I've told my school teacher that, ma'am, I want to go here, sir, I want to go here, my economics, sir. It's like, okay, are you sure? Of course, it's a tough game to get into one of the major Russell groups or Ivy League schools. It's not easy. But having the support from my teachers is like phenomenal for me because I know that they have my back. Like now getting into an Ivy League or a Russell group university requires co-curriculars, curriculars, and academic pressure as well, and academic validation as well. Because going to the UK, you need to be academically very well. Going to the US, you need to be good in your extracurriculars. How do I balance that out? And at GIIS, they give me that opportunity to balance out my academics and co-curriculars, like participating in events, participating in events, organizing events, at the same time doing well in my academics and half-yearlies and yearlies. So they do give us like, okay, Advika, you're doing too much now. Step down, calm down, focus on academics. Because they know that when I have overstepped or when I've done too much and they know that it's too much on my plate. So they tell me when to calm down, when to balance out my academics and my co-curricular activities. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Avitesh, have you decided what you want to do when or you're still exploring?
My actual goal is to become a dental surgeon.
Okay.
So I will go, I think so, maybe science and then go for biology. Like a lot of things you could discover. I'm only in, just finished 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
She's going to be a senior. She might guide me to the way.
Yeah, if you are nice to her.
Yes. But for
you
now,
might need to bribe her, but yeah.
I'm exploring
she can think about it.
Like what can I go for. Once I got to know, I'll ask her. The advice she gave, I won't take it. I'll just go to someone else.
Oh, great. Well, that's great banter, but that's good fun. I'm actually going to move on to the next section, which is even more fun. And this is what we call the direct dil se round or the rapid fire round. Okay. I have some questions for both of you. I'll go one by one. You're not allowed to think too much. I want the first impromptu thing which comes to your mind, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to move around the questions, so be ready for it. Okay. Advika, if you had one superpower, if you could name one superpower that you've developed at GIIS, what would it be?
It would be instantly creative, like on the spot challenges and come up with an idea or a script or an event. So like having creativity on my fingertips is a superpower I've gained at the school.
Wonderful. Lots of practice seems to be there.
Practice.
Can you name one teacher at GIIS who has changed your life, and why do you say that?
Francita ma'am, our physics teacher. Her advice is very different, and you should add a little bit of science, a little bit of novel English to just say this charge. You are the negative charge. You need some positive charge to be together, because negative never cannot be never together. They always deflect. She should give advice like that. So she was really different.
So she brings the physics principles into your daily classroom life.
Yes, that made her really different.
And manages to manage your class.
Yes, manage me.
Manage you. All right. What's the most mind-blowing thing you've learned in your school?
Ooh, that's a good question. I can't think much about it as well, right? So the most mind-blowing thing would be I think the ability just to adapt on the spot. And yes, we're doing academics, we're doing co-curriculars, but having that bond with your teachers, your friends, and having leadership capabilities, outside school capabilities, that's one thing I've really picked up so fast.
Wonderful. Okay. For you, I think Mr. Robotics and AI, if you could swap places with any famous entrepreneur or innovators for a day, who would it be?
I have two options, of course.
Okay.
Simplest one off, Elon Musk. Why?
Yeah.
I like throwing rockets. So instead of throwing rockets at my brother now, I can actually throw it in the space. And I want to do it not only for me, for the humanity. I want to see what is just look at the space. It's so vast, and I want to explore and see what is hiding there. Maybe I find new friends. So yeah.
All right. And who was the second one? I thought you had two.
Bill Gates.
Okay.
Yes, money.
You want his money.
Money.
But he's using his money for a good cause.
Same here. I would. A lot of robots and all. That's it.
Okay, wonderful. One skill every student should learn.
I think it's to be confident. Everyone has amazing skills now. I talk to my friends, they're doing so many things. But the one skill that every student should have is being confident, because that's what sets you apart from the crowd.
How do you learn that?
I think personally, I've developed the skill from my mom and dad. They've showed me that how confidence has helped them set apart and help them achieve their corporate positions. So being confident is pushing me and is setting me apart from the crowd. Like I've seen it firsthand. That if I just am confident, I might not know the subject well, but whatever I'm saying with such confidence, sets you apart. And then other people get intrigued by like, okay, yes, she's doing this. She's confident. So that's one skill that you should learn. Just be confident. You'll do it.
All right. So confident and believe in yourself that you'll do it. Okay. Maths or science? What's more fun?
Science. Easily. But maths is important. I'm going to lie. It depends what would you like. Maths or science? Maths.
I'm a
Maths
student.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why we don't maths together.
Yeah, that's...
But
Next
science
time I'll
too.
make you sit separately, yeah, guys. I did not know that before this podcast. Okay.
But yeah, science.
So science here and maths here.
Maths
Okay.
student.
What are your best study hacks for the exams?
I say throw your phone away. Like I keep my phone like away from me and I talk to myself while studying. Like I'll put a small teddy bear on my desk and I'll teach that teddy bear my physics, my accounts concepts. So I'm like, okay, this is the principle. You understood? And then in my room, my dogs sit along with me and they look at me like, what is she saying? Because I'm in my room alone. I have my 2 dogs in and I'm talking to a teddy bear. So I'm like, okay, I'm teaching someone else. So like when you teach, you learn so much. So that's one study habit I have, and I've followed it through all my years.
So I think your dogs can also write the accounting exams.
I
right
think
now.
so. Like my previous exam, my mom's like, yeah, I think your dogs
maybe,
can write an exams
yeah.
for you as well.
Maybe they can join you and probably get better marks than a lot in the class.
Yeah, I think
If
so.
you've taught them well.
I've taught them pretty well, I think so.
All right. Okay. What's your best study hack for the exams?
So we'll just pick up that phone that she dropped.
Yeah.
And we'll open ChatGPT. And then, so we'll take any big chapter. My hack is very simple. Instead of reading the whole chapter, I'll simplify them into small bullet points and highlight the keywords.
Yeah.
That way, it's way more easier. And if I teach my brother, he'll run away. So it's waste of energy. So I would rather take that phone with me.
And how important is ChatGPT today?
Today,
As
look,
a
in this
student.
world, it's really important. Now, I think so. I'm not that addicted, but it helps me a lot in mainly all the exam. But do not be fully dependent on that AI. Even I sometimes not throw my phone. No, I just open a textbook and learn. I use this way. Just write I call it blurting. So
Okay.
you'll read the whole chapter, take a plain page, and you write whatever you remember. That's one page. Then you open the book again, see what you have missed. You again write in one fresh sheet of paper. So like that, you'll fully memorize the whole chapter. It's a really good way.
Okay, very interesting. It's a new way I've learned. Interesting. Okay, what's the most exciting event at school for you?
So I would stick to MUN again. So we just had our
She's just
inter-school.
told us
I love MUNs
so
at this
anybody
point.
watching this podcast, if you're not a member of MUN, you
Come
better reach out to her.
So that was the most exciting part. So last year I was a part of the secretary team. I was not secretary general yet, but seeing the process of getting delegates from outside school and having an inter-school MUN, it doesn't just happen within a day. It had like 6-7 months of planning for that, and seeing my seniors plan it pushed me to be a more part of that club.
All right. And what's your most exciting event?
Annual event. I was the main character of the Ashoka skit, and
Okay.
it was so fun. Hundreds of people watching, and like the audience was just great. I just love acting, and it's one of the things. It was a serious action drama, but it was really hard because I'm a more funny type of person. But it was really fun, and it was one of the best things that ever happened. And my friends also joined, so it was a wonderful event. And there were many like Julius Caesars, etc., etc. So it was a great thing.
Wonderful. All right. What's the one piece of advice you're going to give students who want to make the most of their time at schools?
I think seize every opportunity that you have. Like in our school, we get tons and loads of opportunities. Make use of that, because in some schools you might not get it, and here we're getting it with such freedom. Just make use of every opportunity to get, because then you will shine bright. And again, be confident. Seizing your opportunities will push you further and help you excel in the future as well.
Wonderful. What about you?
Stay curious. Stay curious. Don't let the curiosity die. It's really important. See, I have heard many teachers say, oh, don't ask silly question, don't ask silly question. None of the questions are silly. Every question has importance. My father used to say, every question is a question, whether it's silly or not. So we can say that the simplest question, why sky is blue, sounds really silly, right? But there's a whole like thing behind it, that because of the sun rays, or etc. etc. So I say stay curious, ask your doubts, because once you're full of doubts, it's going to be really hard to go move forward.
Wonderful. Oh, that's a very good summary. Huh? My last question. In one sentence, why is GIIS the ultimate place for young dreamers and doers like you guys?
Good question.
Good question.
So, would you like to
I'll
answer
pass it to
first?
her.
She's a senior. Let's give her more respect. So yeah, we'll start with her.
Okay. So, in one sentence, I would say you grab every opportunity you get. The teachers are so helpful, so kind. It's like my second family. I tell my mom and dad I spend more time in school than I spend at home. So I'm like, GIIS is my home now. Like, I'm saying goodbye is going to be the toughest part because I've been with them for like 4 years now. And the bond that I've created with them is like, it's like family. Like, I cannot say bye. So I'm dreading for December, January to come, because that's when graduation happens and that's when I leave school. So I'm saying make use of everything school gives us. Have that bond with your teacher, because we're really lucky to be really close with our teachers. Like how he rightly said, it's like a mother-son bond, son-daughter-mother bond. So it's really, really close, very tight and very close. So that's one thing I would say we learned at GIIS Dubai.
Wonderful. What about you?
Say GIIS, it's not a GIIS school, it's a GIIS family.
Yeah.
So we are really together. And what makes it young doers have a lot of curiosity in them. They want to explore the world, and all of our teachers also focus on that. Not just textbooks, kholo or band kar do. There's way more than that. Teachers give advice, and it just, as she said, it feels like a second family.
So Advika, class 12th.
Yes, class 12.
Yes. Tell me about the career advice, career counseling that you get at school.
So we actually get career advice from an early age. Like my first university visit was in grade 9, grade 12, where we went to a College Times University Fair. So that was the first time I got exposed to so many unique universities and the requirements you need for it. So we start here really early from the grade 9, grade 10, because it's never too early to start, right? So grade 9, grade 10, we had an introduction of, okay, what do you want to become? Going to university visits. So we did a couple of campus tours as well. We went to the Symbiosis campus. They gave us a day in the life of what goes on in Symbiosis, the different types of curriculums, the courses they offer. So we have tons of university visits. Then our school also hosts tons of university fairs. So like we have NYU Abu Dhabi, who came to our school last year. She told us what are the requirements. So we host tons and tons of university fairs, university visits, and then our career counselor does help us, guide us, like, do you want to do this? Okay, you can do this. She'll give us like a form to fill in. So we do an outside form that she gives us that helps you narrow down your decisions. Do you want to be a lawyer? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be an economist? So there's like structure to guide us throughout your pathway as well. So through extra forms, university fairs, university visits, we do have a nice structure to see what you want to do after 12th, because that 12th grade is like really, really scary. Everyone's like, should I do this? Should I do NEET? Should I do SAT? So having little structure and giving us clarity is really, really clear over here in our school.
Wonderful. It's great to see you are being supported on all ends. That's wonderful. Okay. Avitesh,
Mr. Robotic guy.
Mr. Robotics guy, isn't it? So tell me, I know I've understood you are passionate about robotics, about AI, about ChatGPT. But are there any competitions or events you've participated that you've absolutely loved?
Yes, there is a school held in many schools all together hold. It's called Kutuhal. Kutuhal means curiosity in, I think, so Sanskrit and Arabic. It's a really big event where for 9 weeks, all the students from young, seniors, from all over the world come together to make sustainable projects. I also participated, and I made a small robot about like farming that will help farmers in agriculture and soil observation. And there were many projects such as, even I saw in one of them, there was such like 5th standard kid who brought this massive project of plants, trees, a whole ecosystem. So this shows that the curiosity in every small kid is so much that they can display it to everyone.
Wonderful. I would love to come to this. In my zamana, there was no kutuhal. So very rarely do I hear students saying that going to school feels like going to my second family. I think for me, that is a real testament of how happy both of them look at the school. So if you are looking for a school where students feel more home than their own homes, where they get opportunities which they want to grab, where they want to grow, where they get opportunities to form new clubs because they're interested in it, I think you should go and explore GIIS School. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We'll be back with another podcast, but please like, subscribe, and share this one if you found it useful. Namaste.